Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm building up some lactic acid, guys. Hey guys, Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and today this video is for you guys out there with bad knees but you still want to be able to work your legs. All right, so this is an exercise anybody can do. It requires very little if any equipment, and it's going to be a lot harder than it looks. Guys, all you need is a wall. Doesn't have to be a brick wall. Matter of fact, brick walls are actually tougher to do this on because you can't slide up and down very well. So any old sheetrock wall in your house or a door will work just fine. This is an isometric exercise, guys. A lot of y'all may have heard of wall sits before, but may never have even attempted to do them. So I'm going to show you several different ways to do them today, and then I'm going to throw some caveats in there, some kind of variations to make them more difficult, because eventually you do these over and over and over again, you're going to get a lot stronger, and you're going to want to make the exercise more difficult other than just holding the sit for longer and longer periods of time. Because if you're like me, I don't like sitting against a wall or doing a plank for 2 or 3 minutes nonstop. It's just too boring, okay? So it's much more fun and more interesting to make the exercise more difficult so you don't have to hold the position so long. All right, now guys, wall sits are an isometric movement, which means even though we're tensing the muscles, they're not contracting. All right, we're not moving our joints, okay? Nothing's moving around. We're not getting that full range of motion that we normally want to get when we're doing any kind of an exercise. So yes, they're good for you. They can build strength, okay? They can build muscle. They're not as good as doing full range of movement exercises like squats and lunges. But guys, the reason you're watching right now is because you probably have bad knees, and doing squats and lunges and those other exercises just are frankly impossible for a lot of guys. I mean, the pain, there's a lot of damage in your knees. It could be in your hips, okay? Just doesn't matter. So this is a workaround, okay? So a wall sit, guys, if I want you to do them the best possible form, is to use 90-degree angles. When I say 90 degree, I'm just going to demonstrate real quick. So I'm going to place my feet, all right, just about 8 or 10 inches apart, and I'm going to scooch down here, and my lower legs and my thighs are forming about a 90-degree angle now, and my thighs and my torso are at about a 90-degree angle, okay? So just sitting here talking to you may look easy for you guys, but I'm having to tense my legs right now. So my legs are under constant tension. Even my hamstrings and my glutes are being activated right now. So guys, see how my lower back, my butt is against the wall, okay? That's how I want you to do it. I don't want you kind of pushing off like this, so keep your butt back against the wall. Now, what happens if you can't do this? You're just beginning, you know, you got all kinds of issues. Maybe you need to lose a lot of weight, you just haven't been training, your legs aren't strong enough. So instead of doing 90 and 90, let's start with a couple of 45-degree angles, okay? So my upper legs, my thighs, and my back form roughly a 45-degree angle, and my thighs and my shins are also at about a 45-degree angle. So the taller I stand, I can move up a little bit here, okay? Now, I'm still tensing my legs, but this is much easier, okay? Because we're getting closer and closer to standing straight up, right? So if we're almost straight up and down like I am now, but I'm leaning against the wall and my butt's against the wall, I am tensing my legs, all right? So this is more difficult than just standing there. And the lower, okay, you can kind of creep down here and then find a spot where you can hold this position for about 20 seconds, guys. So this is a deal where we're just gonna look at our watch, all right? Just kind of hold it. I hate these kind of exercises, but if you have really bad knees, you gotta work around, you gotta find some kind of clever way to still get a workout in for your lower body. And that's because, guys, 50% of your muscle mass in your entire body is from the waist down. So if you have bad knees, and that means you can't do anything from your lower body, then you're really missing out on a ton of great exercise, but you're also missing out on great hormones. Because remember guys, those legs are so big that they send signals to your brain when we work them really hard to ramp up your body's natural production of testosterone, okay? That's one reason why you hear people say friends don't let friends skip leg day. Well, they don't know, but as we get older, it's even more important not to skip leg day. So that is how to do a basic wall sit. Now, you guys, I want you to practice this. Now you're gonna hold it for 20 seconds, stand up, rest, catch your breath, all right? Kind of shake those legs out a little bit, let that lactic acid get pumped out of those muscles, okay, by the blood, all right? Give yourself about a minute, all right? Go back, do another wall sit. So everybody's gonna be a little different, okay? So you can push yourself as hard as you want, okay? But remember, start with about 20 seconds if you're a total beginner, and then do at least 3 sets of that. So 20 seconds wall sit, catch your breath for a minute, go back and do another wall sit. So do at least 3 of those. Now, a lot of you guys are gonna be able to knock out 5, 6 sets, okay? Then when that starts getting too easy at 20 seconds a pop, bump it up. Start doing 30-second wall sits, all right? See how many sets you can do. And eventually you're gonna be able to bump it up even more to 45 seconds. And then some of you guys, especially the guys that aren't real big and heavy, you don't have a lot of weight to support, some of you guys are gonna be able to do this for 60 seconds. Now that is a bear, guys. Trust me, that is really tough. Okay, how about a couple of variations, right? Instead of just sitting there staring at your watch for 30, 45 seconds, all right, let's get something else going here. So I got a couple of dumbbells here, okay? I'm gonna get into my position, and then I'm gonna pick my dumbbells up and just hold them on my thighs, okay? All right, this is a great way to add intensity to the exercise, make it much more difficult, which means I don't have to hold this for 60 seconds if you've worked your way up to that level, okay? So this way, you might be able to do a wall sit for only 30 seconds with a lot of weight on your thighs, all right? That's one variation. Now, all kinds of other cool things we can do. Let's try this, a one-legged wall sit, all right? Now this is gonna be tough, guys. So I'm gonna get down in my stance here. I'm gonna have my feet pretty close together, all right? Now I gotta lean slightly to my left side and then just raise my right knee. So my right foot is completely off the ground, guys. And man, oh, this is killing my thigh, and you're getting a ton of tension in my hamstring, guys. Now you can't see it, but when you go to that one leg, your hamstring and your glute on that left side is really contracting hard, guys. You're not gonna be able to hold one leg for very long, okay? So you can just do that, catch your breath, stand up, talk to the camera for a second, get down, do it on the right side. Now, another variation we can do, once again, using a couple dumbbells, get down here, all right, back and butt, we're up against the wall. Start knocking out some dumbbell curls, guys. And now, instead of just staring at your watch and counting the seconds for a wall sit, you can actually just count the reps of how many different curls you can do, all right? So that's a real fun way to push yourself. See if you can do 20 or 30 curls while holding a wall sit, all right? So it's a great bicep, but we're also getting our legs at the same time. And guys, when we start adding upper body in this, man, we're working a lot of muscles at the same time. So you see that I'm getting out of breath just talking to you, right? Partially because of this and partially because as you talk, it's hard to breathe, all right? Let's do another alternative wall sit using dumbbells, all right? Instead of doing curls and working our biceps, I can do lateral raises here too. This is a great shoulder workout. This is probably my favorite shoulder exercise, guys. And for you guys with bad shoulders, this should put the least amount of stress, okay, on those shoulders. You can also do front raises. You can do 2-arm front raises, or you can do alternating. And then if your shoulders are in pretty good shape, you can do overhead presses. All right. Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm building up some lactic acid, guys. Plus I'm getting out of breath doing all these different exercises, these fantastic variations of a really simple, straightforward exercise. And guys, even though it's isometric, which means we're under tension, the muscles contracted, but we're not moving any joints, you can still get a lot out of it. And guys, you can do this anywhere, right? You can do this at the office, in a motel room, out here in your patio, doesn't matter. So guys, if you have bad knees, I don't want you to give up on your entire lower body. Give this a shot and see how it works for you. And I promise you'll be able to master this, okay? If you just stick with it and never give up on yourself.